Okay, if you have made it to this video, that means that you have spent some good quality time with your C chord, which is your ring finger, 3rd fret, 3rd finger, 4th string, and you have already spent enough time with that you feel comfortable playing C. Okay, if you've reached this video, it also means that you've learned a new chord. Yay! The more chords we know, the more songs we can play. So as you saw in some of the other videos, it kind of gets boring doing only one chord at a time. Even with our new chord F, when we did Farmer in the Dell, it's the same thing over and over again, and your fingers don't move. So here's the tricky part. Switching chords is hard to do, but this is why it's so important that we use certain fingers for certain chords. Your ring finger has to be at C because your 1st and 2nd finger have to do F. And the way that you switch back and forth is literally just practicing. This is F, and this is C. F, C, back and forth. It's not going to be easy at first. It is going to feel weird. And remember, in one of the videos, they said you need to make sure your fingers are curved and you need to make sure that you're not touching other strings by accident. That happens a lot with the F chord because you've got 2 fingers in certain places. So it's easy for you to accidentally make a bad sound if you're accidentally touching a string that you're not supposed to. On your F chord, you're only touching the G string and the E string, but your C needs to remain untouched and your A needs to remain untouched. So C has been pretty easy because it's on the edge of the fretboard, and so there's no danger of you touching other strings. But when you get to F, you have to be very intentional to not touch the other strings. Now, switching chords, it just takes practice, so your next video is just a repetition type of video. It starts slowly, where you start on F. It gives you several clicks to switch to C, and then it gives you time to switch back to F. I encourage you to look at your fingers every time you do this, so that you can get used to it. After you feel good with it, it'll start to get faster. So it'll give you 4 clicks at first. So it'll be like F, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, F. But soon as you go through the video, it will get faster. So it'll be F, 1, 2, C, 1, 2, F, 1, 2, C, 1, 2. So I encourage you to watch that video as many times as it takes for you to be able to go back and forth between those 2 chords. And then your final slide is a website that you can visit where you can practice other songs that have 2 chords in them. The more chords we know, the more fun music we can play. So let's start with 2 chords, and I hope to see you next week where we feel solid with C and F.